American men are becoming wussies. Now, why is that? Because 3 generations of parents protected them physically and socially. And we'll pay the price if America ever needs some fighting men.
Wonder why we need a union at Starbucks, and I am literally about to quit. Like, I don't know if I'm going to do it, but, like, I really want to. I almost walked out today, and I'm crying in the back room right now, and I almost cried on the floor. It's just, I'm like a full-time student. I get scheduled for 25 hours a week, and then on weekends they schedule me the entire day.
Now, most of us can agree that this kid is soft. It used to be that soft kids were a minority, but not anymore. Here's some kids that can't quit their jobs. Well, maybe we've been too hard on our Starbucks kid. Let's find out why he's alone in a back room crying all day.
I'm like a full-time student. I get scheduled for 25 hours a week, and then on weekends they schedule me the entire day, open to close. I'm on the schedule for 8.5 hours, both Saturday and Sunday. I'm like 3.5 hours into my shift. There's so many customers, and we have 4 people on the floor all day.
Okay, I didn't know he had to work some extra hours. And we all know that Starbucks gets busy. You know, but it's a clean, well-lit place with food, exotic drinks, and pretty girls. Hey, I know some folks who have it almost as hard.
And then people are yelling at me because they don't have their orders ready. And they don't know what to do.
Customers yelling at staff should not be tolerated.
Just so much going on around them to see how they're going to function underneath that stress. Some of them have lived some lives where they've had no stress. You know, they kind of come from that background where everything that's given to them, everything's kind of thought out for them, everything's planned out for them.
You know, but our Starbucks guy has it just as tough because he has to work 25 hours a week. And when his bosses really want to screw with him, they make him work a full shift. OMG. Sometimes he has to work 25 hours a week. I know. But listen, the question is, how did America arrive at this junction where men who are our protectors and warriors have become so fragile?
Hold them under the arms, up like this, and then slam!
Other people object to what this father does.
You think you got what it takes? You think you can take your old man?
Comedian Gavin McInnes posted this video he titled, How to Fight a Baby.
13 million people have watched this.
Yeah, it's a hilarious video.
It's not that funny.
It's that funny.
It must have struck a chord.
Yes, and when they see someone, you know, brazenly whipping their kid around, they go, that's what I do. Studies have shown time and time again that children benefit from roughhousing. It's exercise, it's exhilarating, you're physically bonding with your child, and I can see with my own eyes as a parent, I see them benefit from this. And when you tell them to be scared and don't roughhouse and stand back and don't touch, you create an environment of fear.
What about the self-esteem of the kid who isn't as good?
You're not as good.
If you don't think that we have been wussing down our male population, check out this clip from a movie.
Strike three, you're out of there!
Sounds like this movie, where Billy Crystal can't believe the way his grandkids are being protected.
Tom!
It's okay. This is my dad, and he's new here.
There are no outs in this game.
No outs. How do you even know who's winning?
In this league, we don't keep score. Every game ends in a tie.
Sure enough, many kids' sports leagues now ban keeping score. Turns out the kids keep score secretly anyway?
Oh, I don't even think it's a secret. By 4 or 5, they know exactly who is the best reader in the class, who's the best athlete, who's the best drawing. They know about differences in ability, and it's confusing to them when we pretend that there aren't any.
Here, look at mine, see?
Oh, Dad, we don't really worry about lines.
Billy Crystal tells his grandson, color between the lines.
You know, what's the point of having lines if you're just gonna...
Artie.
Oh. That's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. It's very avant-garde.
Picasso.
Exactly.
I don't see why kids must color within the lines, but what does calling them Picasso do to kids?
I've peaked. I can't top the best picture ever.
Studies show American kids do have high self-esteem. They rank number 1 in self-esteem for math, but they rank 27th in performance. American kids think they're doing so well when they're doing badly.
How about you acknowledge what they did do well? What about the kid who is bad? What about the one who actually really gave it a good shot and wasn't good? And they know it.
You don't give them a trophy.
You can give them a ribbon.
You can give them a ribbon. You know, you can give them a ribbon, but eventually they'll get a job at Starbucks and end up crying in the back room. The John Ligato Show is being broadcast from outside the gates of Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune in beautiful North Carolina. If you like our show, subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, and we don't ask personal information. Semper Fidelis.